Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show, the Auschidys Trust Show, where we will be discussing matters disability inclusion. My name is Maureen Kaveke and I'll be your host for today's show. Let me appreciate and acknowledge the management of Azure Airport Hotel and Convention Center for hosting us, for being partners of Auschidys Trust. We really appreciate you. Today we are privileged to have the founder of Auschidys Trust. I will allow him to introduce himself. Welcome, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Maureen. My name is Martin Kilavi, the founder trustee of Auschidys Trust. I work with a team of another 5 people. Jennifer Kilonzo, Dr. Jennifer Kilonzo. We have Christine Alwoj. We have Mr. Martin Kedi and William Wambabe. And that is a board. And lastly, we have Joshua James Kilabi in the board. Auschidys is comprised of that board that manages the functions of the trust. Yes.
Talking about Auschidys,
yes.
The name sounds nice. It sounds nice to the ear. What is Auschidys?
It's you call it an acronym?
Acronym. It's called an acronym.
Acronym, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This one we got it from. Auschidys is about disability. More so, we are focused on intellectual disability, and we have one of our trustees, who is Joshua, and a sister who have autism, schizophrenia, and dyslexia.
Oh, so the word Auschidys
Yes.
is a combination of the
It's a
three
combination,
conditions.
yeah, of
Brilliant
autism.
idea.
Yes.
Brilliant idea.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes. So that is how we have Auschidys, a trust that focuses on those matters of intellectual disability. Not limited to law.
Yes.
We also look at physical disabilities, mental disabilities. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And to my viewers, probably you need to understand this. I have known Mr. Martin Kilavi for many years, and one thing I noticed, he's so passionate, so genuine. I mean, about matters disability, and I got interested, and I started walking the journey with him, and so I thought, wow, let me try and understand more about issues to do with disability, because to me, these were new things really. I had not interacted with such, and through him I've been able to learn so much. And so, Mr. Kilavi, I am so privileged to have you as my first guest
Thank you.
this day. Now, probably our viewers would like to know what Auschidys does. And I mean, probably, and even why you had to come up with a concept.
Yes.
Because I believe, and I know that you the one who came up with the concept of
Yes.
Auschidys. What did you have in mind? What did you think about?
See,
what drove you to starting Auschidys and what is it about?
See, allow me to say this, that I'm privileged and honored to be raising children with disability, and that is where I got this inspiration from. My own children now are old enough, and we've covered quite a long distance with them in this disability journey, and so we've been through so many challenges. We've gone through so many challenges in raising this. So I got to learn a lot, and I discovered that there's a gap. And so many people in the community need a lot of help. Their parents who are blessed with children living with disabilities, and they didn't know how to go about it. So I decided not to, allow me to say, not to waste my pain of this journey. And then we can share it with the world and the other parents, and we work together with them. So that is where I got my inspiration from. Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes. Then there is a gap that needs to be bridged. And Auschidys, mainly our work is we focus on empowering. We champion for the rights of youth, teenagers, and young adults who are living with mental conditions, intellectual conditions, and physical conditions. We advocate for their rights. We demystify the stigma that is associated with the same, and we educate to empower the affected with their caregivers to participate eventually economically.
Wow.
Yeah.
I agree with you that there's indeed a gap when it comes to matters disability.
Yes.
I don't think the society is well versed or well sensitized when it comes to this topic. And less and less is talked about this. And so it is a brilliant idea that you came up with, and congratulations for doing that.
Yes.
You talked about challenges that you faced as a parent bringing up such children. Probably you can enlighten us about some of the few challenges probably that you encountered.
I went through personally some challenges with this journey, and the same have been echoed by other parents. Maureen, it's not easy in this in our society to get access to schools that would take your child who has got autism, schizophrenia, among many other conditions. And so far, I want to thank many stakeholders, including the government, because slowly we are bridging that gap. Those are challenges that are really critical in this journey. Accessing education, accessing medical, accessing information about these conditions. See, these conditions, to me, I think they're relatively new in the society, and especially this side where we come from, Africa. These are conditions that are not very well known. So there is a lot of information that we need out there for the new parents, and of course other parents that have got children, and entirely the society. It's a societal issue. So the information, I think, is critical. Yes, and also opening up our facilities, our institutions, and that is why as Auschidys, we champion for something we are calling disability inclusion. Disability inclusion is, we are looking at a community where it will be very sensitive to the disabled, or rather able differently, or persons living with special needs. We need to remove barriers that we have put on society. You take your child who is affected to a school, and they are unable to learn like the other children, and you find in our system there is no curriculum that is cut and tailored and made for children living with disabilities. Those are barriers that I feel we need to remove. See, a child may not be able to read like others in class. They may not be able to write. They may not be able to learn with the speed of others. But you see, not all of us are going to be doctors, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to be a lawyer or engineer and so on and so forth. We need to identify the talent, the ability of a child, and work with it, work on it. What is the hobby? What is the vis-a-vis the ability of this child? Because I believe that if these children are given a chance, an opportunity to learn, they will absolutely be someone. They can learn. They can learn how to play music. They can learn hands-on jobs.
Yeah.
So really, what they need is empathy more than sympathy.
Yeah.
What they need is opportunity. Opportunity to
Equal opportunities.
Yeah. Equity. I like that. Yeah, equity. To access education, to access learning facilities.
Yeah.
And so far, I also want to thank the government. Our government is doing much, because now with institutions that are aligned to the government, they have started opening up for accommodation and taking in children living with special needs and training them on hands-on without necessarily looking at their grades, but looking at this child and identifying what their passion is in. And yeah.
Dear viewers, allow us to go for a commercial break. And remember, we are at Azure Airport Hotel and Convention Center. It is situated on Mombasa Road at Signature Mall, a place that you don't want to miss. You have everything that you need. We are at Azure Airport Hotel. Let us have a look at their rooms and find out if they are disability user friendly. Oh, we start with the door. Wide enough. It is wide enough to accommodate any size of a wheelchair. We are living in the COVID times, and so this calls for extra caution. Being extra careful, and notice the height of the hand sanitizer. It is well placed. Notice the height. It is user friendly when it comes to people who are abled differently. So they are able to access it. And remember, we are living in the COVID times, which calls for extra cautious. Remember, these people, the people who are living with disability, they need a clean place, they need a comfortable place, they need the ambience, just like you and me. Look at this, my goodness. Look at this. So beautiful, so beautiful. Also notice the height of the bed, notice the height of the side drawer. It accommodates them. Notice the height of this chair. Anybody who is able differently can access the seat, can access the bed, the clean bed, with all the ambience of the room, and it is really nice. Notice the height where they have placed their robe, user friendly. Notice the height of the fridge, the safe, the water, the coffee maker, everything. You see, everything. It's the height. I like the height. Azure Airport Hotel are so considerate. They are considering everybody, and I like this about them. They are disability inclusive. I love this about them. They are mindful. They are considerate. They are caring. I mean, anybody with a disability can find comfort in this room. There's no reason not to come and enjoy this facility. Remember, this particular room at Azure Airport Hotel is custom made for the physically disabled people. And notice their entertainment, right? You can notice the height of the remote control devices. They're accessible because, again, they also need entertainment just like anybody else. So they have considered that and they are able to put whatever they want and they are able to enjoy the place. To our viewers, welcome back to our show, the Auschidys Trust Show. Welcome back, Mr. Martin.
Thank you. We know of quite a number of students who are going through those kind of trainings. And like there's a training that is being done by Cheshire Disability. It's called Work and Respect.
Wow.
And also Auschidys is also doing the same. We are partners with Cheshire. In these programs, what are we doing? We identify a child, we identify their passion, their abilities, what do they want to do without necessarily looking at their grades. And then we facilitate. In actual fact, we even pay their school fees. And we are here. And there's a charter with government institutions. Like I said before, NITA and several other vocational centers and institutions that are scattered all over the country. They take them. This child is interested in food production. They take them through the course and so on. They are trained as waiters, hotel stewards, chefs, and they perform. We have one working in a 5-star hotel in this country who is doing very well, but she is working in a 5-star hotel in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's doing very well. She's doing baking. Yeah. So we advocate for that, and we are very keen in that, and we believe in that, and that's what we're calling inclusion.
Wow.
Yes.
Mr. Klavi, I must applaud you for being so courageous.
Thank you.
You know, coming out to talk about such a sensitive matter.
Thank you.
I mean, I believe that there's still a lot of stigma when it comes to disability. And I believe that probably there are parents who are hiding their children in their homes, probably, and they are not very comfortable talking about these conditions. You know, I believe there's still that stigma. So really, congratulations for coming out to speak for other people.
You're right. You're right. Let me throw in.
Maybe you can throw in a word about the stigma.
Yeah. Our community is stigmatized a lot,
unfortunately.
And we at Auschidys are doing a lot. We are doing a lot to demystify the myths that are going out there, because some of these conditions are associated with
witchcraft,
you know, things like that. But really, it's not true. This is a medical issue, genetic, probably genetic triggered. And the good news is, if it is detected early detection can have it controlled. So we are out as Auschidys, meeting parents, especially from the villages, and encouraging them and holding their hands, sensitizing them, and showing them the brighter side of it. Because if this child is given early intervention, and medically they are given the right attention at the right time, some of these conditions are controllable, and that person will live a normal life. Yes, functioning normally. Yeah.
Wow.
And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. So ignorance will cost a lot. Early detection and early intervention means a lot for the child. And that is what we are doing as Auschidys.
Wow. So you're encouraging these parents to come out and not to be shy, you know, talking about their children's conditions, you know, coming out and, you know, getting the help. Because again, if you hide, then you're not likely to get any help.
Actually, there's nothing to shy about. I mean, allow me to say this. All of us, parents, we at one point had children who didn't know how to go to the toilet. Were we ashamed of it?
No, we just taught them.
Yeah. We taught them how to wipe their noses.
Yeah, sure.
We did that, right? So there's really nothing to be ashamed of. If you are blessed with a child like that, you just need to walk with them, believe in them, and train them what to do when, what not to do when, and they'll pick it up. And I keep on saying they need just a little patience, and they will always get there.
There's hope.
Yes, hope is doable.
Wow, there's hope.
It is doable. See, one of these days we will have to invite some of them here, and our viewers will have to see for themselves. You just need to believe in them, walk with them, be a little patient with them, encourage them. Just walk with them, and they will always get there. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We have known you through And actually, the first time you came to the limelight is when Lynn Ngugi of Toko.
Lynn, my friend, yeah.
Yes, and I was privileged actually to be there,
Yes.
to be part of that journey.
Yes.
And that's the first time you came out, you
Yes,
know,
yes.
in the public limelight.
Yes. I've had a lot of interviews
Yes.
with
The one for
media houses around.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been following you keenly and following all your conversations, and I've realized that you are always talking about disability inclusion.
Yes.
Although you talked about it earlier on, but I
Yes.
was coming to that. Disability inclusion. And probably the viewer wants to know what that entails. What does it include? When you're talking about if a facility is disability, inclusive, like the Azure Airport Hotel.
Yes.
I think we've gone round and we have seen that it is disability inclusive.
Yes.
Whereby, for me, it means their space is large enough,
Yes.
is accommodative enough
Yes.
to accommodate the physical disabled people,
Yes.
starting from their washrooms, going to their accommodation area, their lounges, their rooms,
Yes.
their facilities, basically. Yeah. So what else does it entail? Probably the viewer needs to know.
You having said about Azure, I also throw in something
Mm-hmm.
and say it is vast,
Mm-hmm.
including the ambience.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The
They also need a nice place, just
Yeah,
like
that comes-
another person.
Yeah, that calms the mind.
Uh-huh.
And you see the kind of colors that we put on the walls,
Yeah.
the kind of artifacts that we hang on the walls,
Mm-hmm.
they speak a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak multitude to persons living with disability, especially mental disability,
Uh-huh.
because it's a spectrum,
Uh-huh.
and it happens in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So the cool colors
Mhm.
bring some warmth and some coolness,
Mm-hmm.
and a child living with autism,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find them a bit relaxed, more relaxed.
With the cool colors or the
The
bright
cool-
colors? Which is
Cool
which?
colors, cool colors.
The cool colors.
Yes.
Like what we have at
Yes.
Azure Hotel.
Yes. And again, and that's why I keep on, whenever I visit a place and I notice this thing, because these are things that I notice very fast,
Yes.
I will always speak about. When we came here, I was very keen to, and I want to thank the management of this place,
Mm-hmm.
because they've trained their staff very well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I
also-
noticed that.
yeah.
I noticed that.
They're very
Yes.
keen even in their menu.
Mm-hmm.
They're very keen,
Mhm.
and I love that.
Mhm.
They won't give a child sugar
Mm-hmm.
or cakes
Mm-hmm.
if they notice they are hyper.
Artistic. Mm-hmm. Dear viewers, allow us to go for a commercial break. And remember, we are at Azure Airport Hotel and Convention Center. It is situated on Mombasa Road at Signature Mall, a place that you don't want to miss. You have everything that you need. Let's have a look at the washroom. Take note of the door. It is wide enough to allow a wheelchair or whatever size again to pass through. Let's take note of their toilet. And the first thing I noticed is their height. Wow, so considerate. The height is also disability user friendly, as you can see. Anybody on a wheelchair can access it. Also notice the racks. Look at this. They are able to support themselves while using the toilet. Let's have a look at the washing area. And the first thing I noticed is the height where they have placed their shampoos and the shower gel. The height is also very user-friendly for the people living with disability. They're able to use the shampoo, they're able to use their shower gel. Notice the stool, which is also foldable, right? Look at this. Notice the sleep mat. They're able to sit down and enjoy the shower, with dignity, with respect. They're able to enjoy the shower too. Notice the rack, the sport rack. They're able to hold themselves like this when they're taking their shower. Wow. Azure Airport Hotel. What can I say? I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by your consideration. You're so considerate. You're so caring. I like your concern about, the way you've included everybody. Are there people who are able to access their shower caps, their sanitary kits, their towels, their dryers, their hand wash, the sink to wash their hands, the tissue paper, the basic things. And that's what we are talking about. Disability inclusion. Azure Airport Hotel, you've done it. Look at this. Look at the height. Notice the height. And if you have noticed in this video, we are trying to see if this room is disability inclusive. And yes, it is. So this is the shower cap, you're able to access it. This is the sanitary kits. This is the sink, you're able to, even anybody in a wheelchair or with whatever kind of disability is able to access the washing basin. Here is the hand wash. Here is the dryer for drying their hair. The towel, the drying towel, the hand towel, even basic things like a tissue paper. My goodness, look at this room. So user friendly. To our viewers, welcome back to our show, the Auschidys Trust Show. Welcome back, Mr. Martin.
Thank you. I'm going back to answer your question about inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with me and you,
mm-hmm.
the society.
Mm-hmm.
It starts from the home. It starts from the estates,
mm-hmm.
from the mosque,
mm-hmm.
from the churches that we go to,
mm-hmm.
from the schools.
Mm-hmm.
We need to open up from the workplaces.
Mm-hmm.
We need to open up our spaces
mm-hmm.
and accommodate a person living with disability.
Mm-hmm.
See, these people are with us,
mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wherever we go, and I think now
mm-hmm.
it's gaining momentum.
Mm-hmm.
In a village, out of 10 homesteads,
mm-hmm.
you won't miss 4 to 5 homesteads with a person with
mm-hmm.
disability.
Yeah.
So it's up to us, like I said before, to remove the barriers that we have put.
Mm-hmm.
How do we remove them? It's a stigma that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We don't necessarily, we start from down.
Mm-hmm.
We need to teach our children
Mm-hmm.
that if you see a child
Mm-hmm.
living with disability
Mm-hmm.
or behaving in an unusual way,
Mm-hmm.
we don't judge them, we don't laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a person who has lost their visibility,
Mm-hmm.
they're visually impaired,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to, they are fumbling their way around,
Mm-hmm.
it's not time to laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to approach that person
Mm-hmm.
with dignity and respect and ask.
Mm-hmm.
You first ask them if they need help.
Mm-hmm. Don't assume that they need.
No.
All the times you might do something and then it messes them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you
Mm-hmm.
disorient them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So you just don't see somebody and then you pull
You
them.
grab their
No.
looking stick
It's
or
actually
whatever.
you to offer your hand,
Mhm.
talk to them,
Mhm.
and then they will reach out
Mhm.
and hold your hand, and then you can
Mhm.
help them cross the road.
Mhm.
So these are things, these are trainings that we are going around,
Mhm.
training the society
Mhm.
at our level, and we open up. We
Mhm.
open up our spaces, and our
Yes.
places, even places of work.
Yes.
We have approached
Mhm.
employers who have agreed,
Mhm.
and we have a charter with them as Auschidys.
Mhm.
If we bring you a person
Mhm.
who is able differently
Mhm.
or living with special needs,
Mhm.
and they can demonstrate
Mhm.
that they can do something
Mhm.
in terms of work.
I have this question for you. Do you think that our institutions, especially our recreation centers, are disability inclusive?
Good question.
Mhm.
Not all
Mhm.
are disability
Mhm.
friendly
Mhm.
and usable.
Mhm.
But again, I must also note that they are geared to.
Mhm.
The baby steps have started.
Uh-huh.
And whenever we go as
Mhm.
Auschidys,
Mhm.
we are very keen to find out whether we can see
Mhm.
lifts that are
Mhm.
big enough
Mhm.
to
The doors.
The doors
Mhm.
enough to allow
Mhm.
wheelchair to go
The
in.
washrooms.
The washrooms as
Mhm.
well.
The menus.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we are noticing that in the ramps
Mhm.
and the washrooms customized
Mhm.
for a disabled person to use
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
Do we have places
Mhm.
where an autistic child or person
Mhm.
will feel free,
Mhm.
rooms that they'll feel friendly with their
Mhm.
colors and all that?
Yeah.
And it's we are on the baby steps,
Mhm.
and we still urge
Mhm.
all the institutions,
Mhm.
any public facility,
Mhm.
be it a hotel,
Mhm.
be it
Mhm.
a prayer room, a
Mhm.
prayer house, like a
Learning
church, a mosque,
institutions.
a learning institution.
Mhm.
Let us now open up
Mhm.
and make our areas inclusive,
Mhm.
friendly
Mhm.
for persons living with disability.
Yes.
We have seen the trend is beginning to catch up.
Mhm.
We are very keen as
Mhm.
Auschidys. We are monitoring, we are
Mhm.
encouraging, we are training.
Mhm.
We are training and sensitizing
Mhm.
our business people,
Mhm.
and they're beginning to do well. We can see reasonable their milestones. Yeah, we are seeing some improvement,
Mhm.
and our business People are beginning now to open up and make their areas disability communicable. And we still believe there's much more that can be done. And as Auschidys, we are championing that. That's a priority. Wherever we go, we have made it our business to talk, train, and make it happen. Yes.
And again, I think it's a government's requirement.
Yeah, it's a directive.
A directive actually.
Yes.
For all the public institutions.
Yes.
You know, all the government spaces.
Yes.
To be disability compliant. By that I mean they need to be disability inclusive.
Yes.
So I think again.
Yeah. And so far so good.
So far so good.
So far so good. You can be part of this children.
This journey.
And this journey. You can partner. You can partner with those schools. I want to encourage everyone. Let's not look at it as if it's something for some people. It's a societal issue.
Yes.
And I want to invite everybody. We can do this together, and we should be winners of it.
Yes.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be here at Azue Airport Hotel. We came here as Auschidys. It's our mandate to visit and to make sure that every entity, every institution is disability compliant. Today, I'm so pleased to have investigated Azue and their main washroom area, which is extremely friendly. I want to thank the management of this facility for seeing it worth to dedicate a whole washroom area to the disabled. This is something notable, and we do appreciate you. And I'm here to tell the world, I'm here to tell you friends, that if you have a friend, you have a family who is disabled, don't shy away, especially now that we are heading to the festive time. Bring them to Azue. They'll be able to access all facilities. They've made them very, very friendly. They have made their lifts extra friendly, big enough to take in a wheelchair. And every place I went through, they are very accommodative and very inclusive. These are their washrooms. I think now you are able to see the height of their sinks again. You are able to see their how they have placed the toilet bowls, and so on and so forth. This is really remarkable. Asante sana Azue for being sensible to the disabled. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us. Thank you for listening. Please share this clip. Please support us, because we'll continue sensitizing the people. We'll continue covering different topics, matters of disability. We need to sensitize the society. We need to call people to being responsible. We need to support this journey. You know, these people, the people living with disability in this journey, we need to be their brothers and their sisters. Yeah. So thank you very much. And before I wind up, I want again to acknowledge and really send my gratitude to our sponsors, partners to Auschidys Trust. And a big thank you to the management of Azue Airport Hotel and Convention Center. This is where we are shooting this video. They have been very supportive, very accommodating, and we have checked through. The facility is disability inclusive. I mean, you'll see in the video what we're talking about. They're so considerate. I mean, their staff are so well trained. The first thing you notice, and the first time when I came here, the first thing I noticed was the service. I mean, even from the way they're dressed, you know, who doesn't want to see people who are, you know, well kept, you know? They're well kept, they're clean, they're presentable, their language, communication, the way they talk to you with dignity, with honor, with respect. My goodness. Who doesn't like the 5-star experience? You get it at Azue Hotel. Yes. Not very far away. It is not in Dubai. It is not in Mauritius. Here in Kenya. Yes. You go to their rooms. My goodness. For the people who have traveled, probably, I want to tell you, you will think you're in another place. Yes. And it's even unbelievable that we have these facilities. And they're so near us. And affordable. I mean, it's not, you don't need to go all the way to, let's say, Zanzibar or Mauritius or I don't know where. SA. To get this kind of facilities.
Right here.
Right here. Yes, so we cannot end without thanking Earthy Tech Media Production, headed by one Mr. Gidinshi Mwiruri. Oh, thumbs up, guy, thumbs up, man.
Yeah.
Wonderful job, man.
You
You see this video, like it, support him. His contacts will be provided below. Contacts for Auschidys Trust will be provided below.
Yes.
Contacts for Azure Airport Hotel will be provided below for your reservations, for any inquiries, for anything. Please, all the numbers, all the social platforms will be provided below. If you're out there, you have an organization, you have an institution, you have a recreation facility like this one, a hotel, anything, and you think and you feel that you're disability inclusive, be free to call us. We'll come and cover. We want to show Kenyans, we want to show the world that you're supporting us in this journey.
Yes.
Are you disability inclusive? I've been your host, Maureen Kaveke. I want to say thank you very much. God bless, God keep you. Bye-bye. And viewers, how can we end this? I forgot to tell you. Today is someone's birthday. The founder of Auschidys Trust is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. 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 Come here.
Thank you.
Come here, check this. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? Wait, how old are you now? Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday to you.
Aya, piga hiyo.
Good.
Kaya, little girl.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, guys. I love you.
It's getting
After church.
you.